Good morning, students. Welcome to chemistry class. This is Vivian Razu presenting the today's lesson. Today's topic is the discussion of worksheet 11 in periodic table. Now let us go to the worksheet. The questions given in this worksheet are level 2 questions. The first few questions are multiple choice questions with single correct option. The first question is, the distance from the center of the nucleus to its outermost orbit is called atomic radius. But atomic radii are expressed to determine the size of the atom. So here the correct option among the given is the atomic size. That is, first option is the right option. The size of the atom is expressed in terms of its radius. The radius is defined as the distance from the center of the nucleus to outermost orbit. Second question. The specific unit to be used to measure the size of the atom is angstrom unit, Fermi, meter, kilometer. Meter and kilometer are very large in size compared to the size of the atom. Usually the atomic radii are expressed in angstrom units or nanometers. So angstrom unit is the right option here. The size of the nucleus is expressed in terms of Fermi. So here correct option is the first option. Next, third question. In comparison to the parent atom, the size of the options are cation is smaller but anion is larger. Cation is larger but anion is smaller. Cation and anion are equal in size. All the three are correct depending upon the atom. So you know that when an atom X changes to a positively charged ion X plus, there will be no change in the nuclear charge, but the number of electrons decreases. That is, screening effect decreases. As a result, effective nuclear charge increases. So the attraction of the nucleus on the outer electron increases. So cation is smaller in size compared to the neutral atom. In the same way, when an atom X changes to an anion, the screening effect increases, but there will be no change in the nuclear charge. That means the effective nuclear charge decreases. That is, the attraction of the nucleus on the outer electron decreases. As a result, electron cloud spreads through more volume. So size of the anion will be more than the size of the neutral atom. So here cation is smaller, but anion is larger than the size of the atom. So first option is the right option. Next, fourth question. The atomic radii in case of inert gases is, in the case of inert gases, the van der Waals radii are used. Inert gases do not participate in chemical bonding, so the ionic radii and covalent radii are not used for inert gases. The ionic radii or crystal radii are used for metals. Covalent radii are usually used for non-metals, and van der Waals radii are used for inert gases. The van der Waals radii are used for non-metals also, but the only van der Waals radii is used for inert gases. So third option is the right option. Fifth question. The term periodicity in the properties of elements states when elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers, similar elements reoccur after certain regular intervals. The periodicity is nothing but a reoccurrence of elements with similar properties at regular intervals. What is meant by periodicity? The reoccurrence of elements with similar properties at regular intervals. So second option is the right option. Next, identify the correct statements. R covalent, that is covalent radius, is equal to half of the intermolecular distance between two bonded atoms. Not intermolecular distance. This is not right. Okay. Covalent radius is equal to half of the intermolecular distance between two bonded atoms is not right. Covalent radius is half of the interatomic distance between two bonded atoms, not a molecular intermolecular distance. The second option is R covalent is less than R van der Waal, that is covalent radius is less than van der Waals radius. You know that van der Waals radius is approximately 40% more than the covalent radius. So second option is right option. In the metals, the metallic atoms are bonded together by metallic bond. There is no much distance between the atoms in the metallic crystal. Whereas in the atoms which are bonded with a covalent bond, some area is common. So covalent radius will be like this. The van der Waals radius is the half of the interatomic distance between the atoms of two different molecules. So van der Waals radius is more. The order is crystal radius greater than covalent radius. So covalent radius is very short when compared to the crystal radius, and van der Waals radius is very high. So order is covalent radius is less than van der Waals radius is the right option here. Crystal radius is greater than covalent radius is also right. Next, the covalent radius of carbon decreases with increase in the number of ionic bonds, the number of covalent bonds, both 1 and 2, none of the above. The covalent radius of carbon decreases with increase in the number of covalent bonds. Carbon can form a single bond between two atoms, a double bond between two carbon atoms, and a triple bond between two carbon atoms. A triple bond is shorter than this double bond, which is shorter than the single bond. So as the number of bonds between carbon atoms increases, the covalent radius decreases. So what is the statement here? The covalent radius of carbon decreases with increase in the number of covalent bonds. That is, second option is the right option. Lanthanide contraction explains one atomic number of the series, no. Density of the series, no. Atomic radius, not atomic weight also, atomic radius. The variation of atomic radius in the case of the D block elements and in lanthanides is explained on the basis of lanthanide contraction. Due to lanthanide contraction, you have learned that the sizes of 4D elements are approximately similar to the sizes of 5D elements. So third option is the right option here. Next, K plus AR Ca2 plus and Si2 minus have K plus AR Ca2 plus S2 minus have same electronic configuration and atomic volume. They have the same electronic configuration as the number of electrons is same. K plus has 18 electrons, AR has 18 electrons, Ca2 plus also has 20 minus 2, that is equal to 18 electrons. Sulfur 2 minus has 16 plus 2, that is also having 18 electrons. Number of electrons is same, but the nuclear charges are not same, so atomic volumes are different. So first option is not right. Different electronic configurations is also not right. Same electronic configuration but different atomic volumes is the right option. That is, third option is the right option. Next, 10th question. Which of the following relation represents the correct relationship of radius of an atom, comma, its cation and anion? You know that size of the anion is bigger than neutral atom and size of the cation is smaller than the neutral atom. So, size of atom is greater than cation and size of cation is greater than anion. Atom greater than cation is right. Cation less than anion is also right. Atom greater than cation is right. Cation less than anion is right. Third option is right. Atom greater than cation, but cation greater than anion is not right. Atom less than cation is not right. So third option is the only right option here. Next, 11th question. The ionic species having the largest size is dash. Li plus, Na plus, or rubidium plus. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. These are all belonging to the same group. Li plus, Na plus, and Rb plus are the unipositive ions which are formed from lithium, sodium and rubidium atoms by the loss of single electrons. The ionic radii gradually increases when we move from Li plus to rubidium plus. But in the aqueous solutions, not in the gas state, in the aqueous solutions, though lithium ion is smallest in size in the gas state, in aqueous solutions, it can surround more number of water molecules because of the high charge by radius ratio. Size is small, charge is same on all these. So charge by radius ratio. Charge by radius ratio is very high for lithium. Because of that, it is more hydrated. Lithium ion is more hydrated. The lithium ion gets surrounded by more number of water molecules than the other ions, Na plus and rubidium plus, as more charge by radius ratio of lithium ion. So in aqueous solutions, Li plus ion is having bigger size compared to Na plus ion and Rb plus ion. So fourth option is the right option. The size of the following species increases in the order of dash. The species Mg2 plus, Na plus, F minus and aluminum. Here these are isoelectronic. Mg2 plus, Na plus, F minus are isoelectronic. Aluminum is not isoelectronic. Number of electrons in Mg2 plus is 10. Number of electrons in Na plus is also 10. Number of electrons in F minus ion is also 10. When we move from magnesium to F minus ion, the nuclear charge gradually decreases. The nuclear charge of magnesium is 12. Nuclear charge of sodium is 11. Nuclear charge of fluorine is 9 only. Nuclear charge decreases, but they possess the same number of electrons. So isoelectronic. In the case of isoelectronic ions, if the nuclear charge is less, the effective nuclear charge is less. Because of that, size is more. So Mg2 plus ion is smaller than Na2 plus ion, which is smaller than F minus ion is right, and which is also smaller than aluminum atom. When we move from left to right in a period, that is sodium, magnesium and aluminum, the atomic size gradually decreases. That is, size of aluminum is smaller than the size of magnesium atom, but magnesium ion and sodium ion are still smaller because of the loss of electron, because of the increased nuclear charge. So here the correct option is the First option, that is Mg2 plus less than Na plus less than F minus less than aluminum. That is, first option is the right option. The size of aluminum is smaller than the size of magnesium atom, no doubt, but the size of aluminum atom is bigger than the size of magnesium 2 plus ion. So size of aluminum is bigger than any of these three. So first option is the right option. Next, 13th question. The factor not affecting the ionization enthalpy is the factor which doesn't affect the ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is affected by the size of the atom. If the size of the atom increases, electron can be removed easily, so ionization energy will be less. Charge in the nucleus, if the charge of the atom increases, the electron is bound strongly by the nucleus, so ionization energy will be increases. The screening effect, as the screening effect increases, the nucleus doesn't show its complete effect on the outer electron. As a result, electron can be removed easily. So screening effect also affects. Next, type of bonding in the crystal lattice doesn't affect the ionization energy. Ionization energy is the phenomenon of isolated atom. So type of bonding in the crystal lattice is not related or doesn't affect the ionization energy. So third option is the right option. Next, 14th one, IE1 and IE2, that is first ionization energy and second ionization energy of magnesium are 178 and 348 kilocalories per mole respectively. Kilocalories per mole respectively. The energy required for the reaction Mg gives rise to Mg2 plus 2E minus is dash. 170 kilocalories plus 526 kilocalories minus 170 kilocalories minus 525 kilocalories. Let us see. Mg, by applying first ionization energy, changes to Mg plus by the release of one electron. The energy required, that is IE1, is equal to 178 plus 178. Absorbed energy is positive. Mg plus, by the application of second ionization energy, changes to Mg2 plus by the loss of one more electron. Here energy required for the loss of second electron is 348 kilocalories per mole. 178 kilocalories per mole here. For the conversion of magnesium into magnesium 2 plus to release two electrons, these two processes are to be taken place one after the other. As a result, the amount of energy absorbed will be 178 plus 348. That is equal to plus 526 kilocalories per mole. So, second option is the right option. It is absorbed energy, it is represented by positive value. So, plus 526 kilocalories per mole. Next, 1 mole of magnesium in the vapor state absorbed 1200 kilojoules of energy. If the first and second ionization enthalpies of magnesium are 750 and 1450 kilojoules per mole respectively, the final composition of the mixture is dash. Magnesium by the gain of first ionization energy, IE1 changes to Mg plus ion. Here the first ionization energy is 750 kilojoules. 750 kilojoules per mole. Okay, by the absorption of 750 kilojoules per mole, 1 mole of magnesium atoms are getting converted into magnesium plus ions. When all the magnesium atoms are converted into magnesium plus ions, by the absorption of some more energy, magnesium plus ion changes to magnesium 2 plus ions. So here the ionization energy is 1450 kilojoules. If 1450 kilojoules of energy are available for 1 mole of Mg plus ions, 1 mole of Mg2 plus ions are formed. Okay, but the total amount of energy available is, energy absorbed is 1200 kilojoules only. Energy absorbed is 1200 kilojoules only. In order to form the unipositive ion, energy used to form Mg plus ions is equal to 750 kilojoules. So energy available for the formation of Mg2 plus ions is equal to, among 1200 kilojoules of energy, 750 kilojoules of energy is utilized for the formation of Mg plus ion. So energy available for the formation of Mg2 plus ion is 1200 kilojoules minus 750 kilojoules, that is 450 kilojoules of energy. 1450 kilojoules of energy is required to convert cent%, that is 1 mole of magnesium, into Mg2 plus ions. 450 kilojoules of energy can convert, the percentage is equal to 100 into 450 by 1450, that is 4500 by 145, 4500 by 145, that is equal to 31. So only 31% of Mg2 plus ions will be formed. If Mg2 plus ions are 31%, the percentage of Mg plus ions in the mixture is equal to 69. So in the mixture there are 69% of Mg plus ions and 31% of Mg2 plus ions. So the correct option is the first option. Next, 16th question. The few questions are the multiple choice questions with one or more correct options. 16th question is, which of the following affects the atomic radius? Effective nuclear charge affects the atomic radius. If the effective nuclear charge increases, atomic radius decreases. So first one is right. Number of orbits also affects. If number of orbits increases, attraction of the nucleus on the outer electron decreases, So it affects the atomic radius. Shielding effect also affects the atomic radius. Increase in shielding effect causes increase in the size of the atom. So 1, 2, 3 are the right options. 17th questions. Which of the following factors affects the atomic radii? Effective nuclear charge. Again, it affects atomic number. As the atomic number increases, nuclear charge also changes. So atomic number also affects the size of the atom. That is atomic radii. Shielding effect affects the atomic size. So here also 1, 2, 3 are the right options. Next, 18th question. Covalent radius is used in reference to non-metals. This is true. Van der Waals radius is 40% greater than covalent radius. This is also true. But this is not the correct explanation of first statement. So option 2 is the right option. Next, 19th question. With increase in the atomic size, ionization potential decreases due to decrease in the attractive force of nucleus on the outermost orbit electrons. This is true. Second option is with increase in the effective nuclear charge, IP increases. This is also true, but this is not explaining the first statement. So again, second option will be the right option here. Next, 20th question. This is also a statement type question. First statement is ionization energy of magnesium is more than that of aluminium. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium is the order. When we move from left to right in a period, ionization energy increases. So aluminium should possess more ionization energy than magnesium. But in this case, the magnesium, the differentiating electron is in the s orbital, and in aluminium, differentiating electron is in the p orbital. A removal of electron from s orbital is more difficult than the removal of electron from p orbital. Moreover, in magnesium, the paired electron is to be removed, and in aluminium, the single electron is to be removed. A removal of single electron is easier than the removal of electron from pair. As a result, because of the presence of completely filled orbital in magnesium, magnesium possesses higher ionization energy than aluminium. So first statement is true. In aluminium, 3p orbital is fully filled, whereas magnesium it is not fully filled. 3p orbital is not fully filled in aluminium. This is false. First statement is true, second statement is false. So third option is the right option here. These are the answers of questions given in 11th worksheet. Thank you.